Jai Hind everyone. I am Dublish, Assistant Professor in AKGC Engineering College, Ghaziabad in MC Department. Today I am going to deliver a lecture on HTML page layout technique. In previous lecture, we have covered about the HTML tags, how the HTML tag is working, and in today's lecture, we will cover about the page layout techniques. This we have covered what is HTML and basics. This is all we have covered in our previous video. Today we will cover about the page layout technique. Yes. So what is page layout techniques? Basically, page layout technique is used for semantic tags for layout the right tags. We have basically three things: tags, header, main, and footer. So in inside main tag, we write three things. We use three tags. First is section, second one is article, and third one is aside tag. Basically, section tag is used for creating a section on your page. For writing section tag, we use in a section in angular bracket, and for writing article tag. What is the use of article tags? For creating an article on your page, we use article tag. Again, in angular bracket, we write article, and aside tag we use for creating content aside main content. Means for apart from the main content, if we write anything, then we use aside tag in HTML page layout technique. Second one is revisiting anchor tag. This is most useful tag in creating web page layout technique. For this, we write A, denote for anchor tag, href, and here we write any. We want to join our Google page in our form. That times we write here the URL of a Google page, target, main, and in tag Google. Target means we want to show our page in our new tab. That time we use target. अगर हमें अपना कोई न्यू टैब में स्टार्ट करना है, that time we write target. Suppose that I want to store an image from Google. Then I have write here in anchor tag the link of that image. Here image source, link, and then closing of anchor tag. Image source means this is a clickable pic. When we click on this image, then image will automatically open. Again, if we want to set as per own choices the height and the width of any image or any element, that time we use revisiting image tag. Suppose I have downloaded let's assume I have downloaded the image of laptop in our HTML form, and now I want to reduce or sometime I want to change the height and width of our image. That time I will use image. So image, the src means source is equals to link from where I have copied that image, and height 50 pixel and the width 50 pixel. It means we can set our any image on our own basis, its height and its width. Now, next topic is list in HTML. What is the meaning of list? Lists are basically used to represent real life list data. Again, we have two type of list. First one is unordered list, second one is ordered list. Unordered list represent through the UL. In angular bracket we write UL, and for ordered list we write OL. UL list, unordered list means suppose I have write in list, I have write apple, mango, banana, and I simply write a tag li. It means it will write all this fruit name, apple, mango, banana in the form of list, but in the form of bullet, because I have used unordered list. Suppose I want to print all these names in the form of list, means in the form of tabular integer number 1, 2, 3, 4. That time I will use ordered list. Ordered list, we will use the tag OL, and again tag name li, opening tag of OL, apple, mango, whatever we want to write, and then closing of ordered list. So what is the difference between ordered list and unordered list? If we want to create a list in the form of integer number, in that time we use ordered list. It will create a list like 1 apple, second banana, third mango. But if we want to create list in the form of bullet order, that time we use unordered list. This is all about the list in HTML. Second one is, what are the use of tables in HTML? Basically, tables are used to represent real life table data. We have three type of tag in table. First one is we have tr, td, th. tr is used to display table row, td is used to display table data, and th to use to display table header. This is how we use table. Let's understand with the help of example. We want to create this type of table: name, roll number, money, and this type of roll number. So firstly we will write table tag, opening of table tag. Here we want to write the name and roll number in row panel. So here we will use tr. Why we use tr? For row, used to display table data row. So in tr we use heading, th heading, name, closing tag of th, and again we want to create roll number, then in th we write roll number. Ending of closing of tr tag. Again I want to write the value of this row. I want to print the value of name is money, and I want to print the value of roll number is 1664. Then here I write td. Td is used for printing printing the data in table row element, used to display table data. That time we use td. So in td we write money, and in th 1664. Here's a mistake, I have to write th. Closing of tr and closing of table data. So this is how we create tables in our HTML form. Now, suppose that I have to write caption in above table. That time I want to write caption in the table data. That time we use caption tag. Suppose that in earlier table I have this kind of table: name, roll number, and its data money 1664. Now I want to write in the middle of this table table. I want to write table or something. I can written anything like suppose that I want to write student data. Here I want to write student data. So if we want to write anything in the caption of the table, that time we use caption tag. So what is the syntax of caption tag? In opening tab of caption and closing, in between opening and closing, we will write anything, any name which we want to print in the middle of our table. Suppose I want to print student data. So here I have write caption का name, opening and closing tag of caption, student data, name, roll number. So in this table, the caption name is student data. Now, forms in HTML. This form in HTML is most important topic for HTML, most widely used. Where we use forms in our forms designing. Whatever we read earlier, as tables, page layout techniques, tags, whatever we read in earlier, we will use all these things when we create our own form. So what is form? Forms are used to collect data from the user. If we want to collect anything from the user, That time we have to create a form page. Suppose we have to create our own sign up page, login page, help request, contact number, anything that we will write in these things in the form of forms. So what is the syntax of form? Opening tag of forms, and within the opening and closing form, we will write any content, any form content. Action in form. Action in form means action attribute is used to define what action needs to be performed when a form is submitted. When your form is submitted, suppose I have created my own sign-in page. After submitting all my information, I have to submit this form. So when we want to submit my own form, that time we use action tag. So action form action, and in the curly braces, in inverted commas, I have to write action.php. Now I have to create input. That time we use input type data. So the syntax is form element input, and input type kya hai? Because I have to write my name. So name is your text. So here if I write input type is equals to, within the inverted commas, I have write text. In placeholder, I will write enter my name. Again, next thing is label. So what is the use of label? Suppose I have created many type of input. I want to set on different label for different kind of input type. That time we use label. We can make label for different names and for different placeholder. So if you want to create label, here what will we use? Label tag, label for ID1, input type radio. I have mentioned radio type button. So value is equals to class X. I have a name class ID for ID1. It means कि for class 10th, I have created an ID which is name is ID1. Closing of label. In similar way, I have create a label for ID2. Again, I have creating a button, radio type button. I have make value for class X, name class ID is equals to ID2. This is how we create label. Next one is class and ID. If we want to create classes and ID, that time we use div. Div button. What is the use of div button? Div button occupies the whole width of your page, and span button will occupy only the limited space in which I have write anything of content. Only size of that text span will occupy, but div button occupy all the width or our page. So generally we try to avoid div button in normal HTML form page. So what is the syntax? Div ID label का name ID1, class is equals to group1, and closing of div, and second form for div ID is equals to ID2, class name I have mentioned group1. Yes, checkbox. What is the use of checkbox? If we have multiple check options, we want to click multiple we want to tick on multiple button, then option, that time we use checkbox. Now I want to create checkbox for my own both two label for ID1 and ID2. So what will be the syntax of this one? For input type, we will write checkbox. Earlier I have created radio button, but here I will use checkbox. For which value? Class X, and I have to write the name of that class. Name is equals to class. And for label is equals to ID1, and closing of label. And label for in similar way we can create a checkbox for ID2. Input type, again I am taking checkbox, value similar class X, and name class 12th, and label for ID 2. Yes, moving on, text area. Suppose I have to write feedback of my website. Suppose I am a client and I am visiting on any website, and now I am going to mention feedback. So for feedback, I have to take many large space for writing the feedback. That time, if we want to write this kind of thing, that time we use the button tag text area. So here I mention text area. Now the name of the text area I have mentioned feedback. Here I have mentioned the ID. ID is equals to feedback, and placeholder I have mentioned please add feedback. So in placeholder I can write anything which I want to type, and if we want to set the height and width as per my own choice of text area, we can do the same. Yes. If we want to, suppose I am filling the form of my UGC NET, and I have a option of choosing city of exam center. That time I have to take many options. That time we use select tag. So what is the syntax of select tag? Select name. Suppose I have to choose the name of city, then I have write in inverted comma city, and ID is equals to city, closing and in this tag I have given the value of options. Ki first one, option value is equals to Delhi, option value is equals to Mumbai, and option value is equals to Bangalore. So in my form, when my form will be developed, then a button will be created for city, and in city we have 3 options, and I can tick on all these 3 options. So this is all about the today's lecture. Thank you very much. In coming lecture, we will cover the next part, how can we design these forms through CSS style sheet, because we know HTML is just for creating the element, is the structure, but we can also set the height, width, coloring through the HTML, but this is not a good way. So in coming video, we will cover this type of designing of coloring and everything through the CSS site. Thank you everybody. Thanks.